What's up, boys? We're back in the lab. Highly requested video. Today we're doing Dragapult. It's the ghost dragon of the generation. Arguably the best Pokemon in the meta right now. So it's gonna be fun. I didn't see too many varieties of movesets I could run for this man, but I'm gonna run down pretty much like the basics of Dragapult and what you're gonna want to put on your team. Alright, so moving out to the field, out of the lab. First, we're going to look at the stats. So, you got to look at the speed first. 142, that's actually insane. That's like uber tier. We're going to be outspeeding pretty much everything, especially when we invest all of our EVs into that. The one thing we got to watch out for is other Dragapults. So pretty much all of our natures are going to be either timid or jolly or something along those lines. HP, defense, special defense, that's all average. That's all pretty good. Like in the past few videos, we've gone over some UU Pokemon or like barely used Pokemon. And they have had like these stats, and we've been like, this is what we're focusing on. So you know it's solid. Attack is going to be the best out of the two, but special attacking is definitely an option. Most people aren't going to see it coming when it comes to your Dragapult. Most people expect that physical attacking moves, so it's nice to catch them off guard. And I think in doubles it's just good to have that variety, because if you already have a team full of physical attackers, you might want to throw in a special attacking Dragapult. That could be a very good option. So other than just being a cool type, like Ghost Dragon's pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie. I think the only other Ghost Dragon was Giratina. Yeah, so this is the first non-legendary Ghost Dragon. I love the typing. The only issue is a weak to a lot of things: dark, fairy, dragon, ice, ghost. But the good thing is, like Ghost, we're super effective against. Dragon, we're super effective against. So we pretty much just have to worry about Ice, Dark, and Fairy if we outspeed enemy Dragapults or enemies that are also Ghost or Dragon. Two things that are huge is we're immune to normal and fighting because we do get that ghost type. And dragon is just a really good type in the fact that it resists a ton. So poison, bug, fire, water, grass, electric, all these like key types, which are actually pretty popular types. That's huge. That's huge. I think that's really cool. We honestly don't see too many normal type moves. We won't get hit by a fake out or anything like that. Fighting moves. There's a decent amount of fighting moves like roaming around the meta. I know a few of the move sets that we've gone over, we've tacked that on, even though it wouldn't be it wouldn't be like stab. This is really cool if you do play Ubers though, because some of the legendaries have these fighting moves like Zacian, Zamazenta. So I think that's actually pretty neat. But yeah, I do like the typing. Alright, so let's take a look at the moves that he learns. So by leveling up, I think the biggest, most notable one that everyone's been talking about is Dragon Darts. So you're looking at the screen, you're like, yo Tom, it does 50 damage? That's not that much. Well, it actually hits twice, right? So if you're in doubles and you use Dragon Darts, it's going to hit both of the opponents for 50, which is pretty big. But if one of them protects, or say it's immune, so it's like a fairy type, then they're both going to double into the Pokemon that it can hit. So I think that's like a really cool move. It's rare that we see like a move of this caliber, but I'm just down for it. The more creative moves Pokemon puts into the game, I'm down. Other than that, I'm looking at some of the physical attacking moves. U-turn definitely is going to be a must. Dragon Dance is interesting. I think he's already beefy enough that we don't need that. I did not include that on any of my sets, but if you're trying to sweep, like for sure, if you get off a Dragon Dance, you're probably chilling. Sucker Punch I wouldn't worry about because we're already so fast. Typically that's just a good priority move. I think that's good like on his like pre-evolutions like throughout the game, but that's about it. I do like Phantom Force. There isn't many physical ghost type moves, so Phantom Force is pretty clutch, even though it is that 2-turn move, which I despise, as you guys know. But you know what? We work with what we got. And then some of these that stand out is like Flamethrower, Fire Blast, you take your pick out of the two. Most people probably opt for Fire Blast, but I do like Flamethrower. I like that certainty to hit. Outrage is kind of nice, even though you do get confused after 2 to 3 turns. Shadow Ball is huge for the special attacking set. Dragon Claw is definitely an option. I don't know if I ran that on any of my sets though. Dragon Pulse, that's something to keep your eye out for. And then a few of these can be used as like off-case scenarios. So say you want to throw on like a special defensing or special defense or special offensive, this man is not defensive, special offensive Dragapult, then you might include something like Solar Beam or even like Thunderbolt or something like that, because it's just unusual and you don't see it often and you could catch some people off guard. Alright, so let's get into the movesets. I drew up 3 movesets. One's going to be an attacking moveset, one's going to be a special attacking, like we talked about, and then the last one's going to be more of like a conservative moveset. Usually I end with a meme, but this guy is so like competitive, so ingrained in the meta, I figured I'd give like 3 solid sets this time instead of goofing around. But the first one would be just the attacking moveset. I think it's pretty straightforward. We're going to max out the attack and the speed EVs. I really like to run a Jolly Nature on this guy, or a Timid if you're going the special attacking, because you want to be able to outspeed other Dragapults. It is a Ghost Dragon type, so using any Ghost or Dragon type moves against him is going to be rough. It's gonna be rough. So you want to make sure you outspeed others. And since it is so like popular in the meta, then I would account for the other team having one as well. I did run Choice Band on this man because we can just kind of commit to one of these moves. Typically, how I've used this guy is I usually commit to like Dragon Darts or Phantom Force, depending on my matchup. You can always like switch out and then recommit after that. U-turn is tough. If I just get like a bad matchup right away, I typically like to use that, but that's going to be very situational. So going over the abilities, I really like Clear Body. So I'm not a huge fan of Cursed Body, but these two, Infiltrator and Clear Body, are something that you can definitely work with. Infiltrator, move ignore substitutes, foes reflect, such light screen, safeguard, mist, aurora veil, and so on. That's pretty good, right? It depends what you're really looking to counter. You could run someone else on your other side of your doubles that can take care of reflect or light screen. Yo man, check out my Mr. Mime moveset. That can do it for you. But I like Clear Body just because if I'm intimidated or there's someone that can just like lower my stats and pretty much take me out of the game, then that's prevented. And I see that happening a lot more than people setting up reflect and light screen and stuff. And you only can like ruin my like plan with him, or you only can like delay the inevitable of him sweeping the team for so long with light screen and reflect. So that's pretty much it for my attacking boy. I choice band. You just gotta commit to a move and you pretty much sweep. Let's see our special attacking. We ran choice specs. It's pretty much the same concept, except it's with special attacking moves. Again, we went with the timid nature for this man. I think that's a must. You're really not going to get too much more out of Modest for this set or Adamant for the other. I don't recommend doing that. We went Clear Body again for the same reasoning as before. And then I went with Draco Meteor as our Dragon type move that we're going to use. You do lose 2 stages of special attack if you use it, so it might be an all or nothing kind of thing because you're not going to be the most useful afterwards. To be fair, I just thought of this now, you could probably run like a mix of these two. Like you could go a special attacking and offensive Dragapult and then lead off with like a Draco Meteor and then maybe transition into some more like offensive moves. That could be really cool. But for this man, I ran Draco Meteor. I like Flamethrower because it does kill those ice types, which is super effective against us. You can run Fire Blast. I am just a wimp, and most of the time Flamethrower kills anyway, so we're chilling. And then Shadow Ball, that's going to be our ghost type. I recommend this one 100 times. I don't think there's a better ghost type move for the special attacking mon. And then Dragon Pulse, in case you wanted to use a dragon attack and not like destroy your special attack right away. I think that's a good alternative. Similar to how like Dragon Claw could be with the special attacking, like maybe you wanted Dragon Claw instead of Outrage, but I do like Outrage for like the full commit, similar to how I like to full commit on Draco Meteor. So my last set, this is the one I actually really like. I didn't think I'd like it this much. Typically I run with like a banded Pokemon, but Life Orb on Dragapult like surprisingly works really well. I can mix it up between Dragon Darts, Phantom Force, and then once I'm done with those, instead of just like switching out, like, oh, Steam login, sorry. Instead of just switching out like I have to do in the other sets, I can U-turn out because I'm not like committed to those moves. I'm not forced into them by the band or the specs, which I think is huge. And then we always have this like floating spot on every moveset that you can put like your own little twist onto it. I just really like Protect. It's really safe, and then I can scout out some Pokemon if I don't know what they have on them. That's really helpful for me, especially like learning this new meta, because some Mon carry moves that I like don't see coming. Like, if I had $1 for every time this man got ice punched and I did not expect it, like, I'd be a rich man. I'd be a rich man. But that's gonna be it. I think that covers it all. I'm really happy with this one and how these movesets turned out. Let's go back to the lab real quick. All right, we're back. We're back in the lab. Thank you guys for watching. I'm really happy with how these turned out. Can't say that enough. If you guys have anything else, feel free to share it with me. I haven't seen too many like movesets for this guy. I haven't seen too much variety. So I'd really like to dig deeper and see what you guys think this guy could run. If you like this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm the Clark Knight, and if you have any recommendations of what we should do next, then share it in the comments. I'll respond to every comment. So peace out, boys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Count what you have now, don't count what you do.